Hey guys, I'm here to talk about some indie games I found.
Oh yeah! Fuck Baltimore! Here's 5 really cool, awesome, and severely dope indie titles that will cure your constant boredom for however long you can keep your attention on it. Heads up number 1. Unless you're white, employment is a must-have, sadly. Even if indie games are as expensive as a Mickey D's meal nowadays. Or you can beg one of your rich and totally not white friends to gift it to you, only costing your dignity or whatever. Heads up numero 2. I think that's how you say it. I will be referring to the ultimate online shop this entire video. So unless it's on console, which it probably won't be, good luck having fun.
Considering you're not on the superior device.
And heads up numero 3. Not all these games are meant for everyone, and most are created by a small development team trying to make a name for themselves. So I'm just doing my part by providing insight on the ones I fuck with. If you in fact have any cool ones I haven't tried or think I would enjoy, don't be afraid to comment them down below. Seriously, stop being a shy weirdo, man. And to start off with a banger, ever wonder what it's like to climb with your life on the line? White Knuckle gives to that urge to make it to the top, like getting over it or only up, with the only mechanic being your albino hands that plays a major part in finding faster ways to traverse through the labyrinth of areas you'll face the higher you get. Or you can try the ultimate Markiplier challenge and forget it exists entirely. Classic Markiplier. The way you play can vary from the fastest time to collecting the most roaches, strangely enough, with multiple challenges, game modes, and different layers that all have unique enemies, pathways, etc, etc. Wait, enemies? Oh, right. Did I mention it was a horror game? I know, right? Hard to believe until you reach an area you wish you never reached. Dog. I don't know if I should even categorize this as indie, considering it was made by Dread XP, who literally created Amanda the Adventurer, but honestly, I don't give a fuck. I've already 100%ed this game, and they're still currently releasing new updates in the mix as we speak, so it's more or less a fresh game you can take your time exploring. And for you speedrunners, this game excels at being a high-paced action runner, especially when blasting upbeat music. There's nothing quite like it. 13 USD usually, but wishlisted and look for a good deal, and you'll get more than what it's worth. Trust me. Out of Tizo's entire How Do You Sleep at Night album, with you of course, an easy third coast if I do say so myself. Which is the best tier? Shit, they don't know. Here's a tier list for you normies. Study it, please. Have you ever heard of that one game called Your Only Move is Hustle? That game, when you first look at the gameplay, your initial reaction is, holy shit, this might be the best stick fighter game ever made. When the actual gameplay is just this. Kinda underwhelming, but once you play out the entire scene, it more than satisfies a certain genre of people. Now, I don't know about you, but I prefer my games with a little gameplay. Hence the actual stick fighter game, Nidhogg, where the gameplay being intense and henceforth cool and epic depends on how equally good you and your opponent are. Trust me, if you've never played this game and have a competitive homeboy, both of you download this game blindly and hop into an online match, or local for all I care. Its controls are too simple not to grasp, and as you both get a better understanding of the mechanics, let's just say not even shit hits the fan. Dookie flies everywhere. What more is there to say about this game? $9.99 for story mode and multiplayer? Local and online play? Dude, easy out of respect. Easy out of respect. What more is there to say? Now, I'm gonna go out on a limb here and guess you've never heard of Jump Ship. No? You know, the multiplayer space game? Survival Star Wars? It's literally Sea of Thieves in space, okay? Jump Ship, the mission-based co-op PvE, where you and your crew own a ship. A spaceship. In space. Engaging in both on-ground and in-space battles while the ship is still moving. God, this game is so cool. Not to mention you have to keep up with the ship's condition under harsh environments or attacks. But let's say your crew is running the artillery and you still want a piece of the action? You can literally get off the ship, fly into enemy airlines, and slowly take out ships on foot to take the leftover scrap. Wait, this is literally Sea of Thieves, but without PvP. Sign me up already. Wait, it's not out yet? No, fuck. Yeah, sadly, Keepsake Games is holding this masterpiece of themselves until it's fully polished. At least I had a little fun with the beta test with a friend before it was closed. So I can confidently say this game holds up for what it's gonna be worth. Unless it's $40. But hey, who am I to say anything? I just play games for a living or whatever. Hey, who said that? Jump Ship releases this summer of 2025. And promises great progression, so unless they're filthy liars, I wouldn't be surprised if this is the next big friend slot game you see every YouTuber cling on to. Which I couldn't be more joyous to see. Sweet, featuring Foshay. Before we get into the next game that I thoroughly planned out and definitely didn't pick out on a whim, I would like to suggest hitting that like button already if you've gotten this far. But you've already done that, so thank you. It takes time making videos, as you've surely figured out, and it's a passion of mine, so I appreciate you giving me your time. Anyways, back to the game video. Hey, what are you doing? Jeez Louise, News Fest alert. Now that that's taken care of, who's ready for some action-packed, hyper-customizable, mission-based co-op PvE shooter? And no, it's not Jump Ship again. Mycopunk is just as silly as it sounds, with its Borderlands/Lethal Company-esque looks and comedic effect, which is definitely intentional. Given the scenario, of course it's followed by a set of characters, each with their own abilities and personalities respectfully, that go hand in hand with the world building and Roach it. Yeah, we all fuck with Roach. Developed by developer Digital, of course, brings not only a no-brainer shoot 'em up you can play with friends, but also a strange experience that, and I can't stress this enough, definitely has personality that separates it from most. Now, like I said, I understand not all games are for everyone to just sink their teeth into, especially nowadays where everyone's attention span is worse than a still pineapple, so I'm gonna try my best to point out its exact audience, outside of Lethal Company and Borderlands, of course. If you enjoy games like Risk of Rain, Enter the Gungeon, Friends vs. Friends, Due Process, Quake 1 and 2, Titanfall 2, or Strapped Hat, I can assure you your money's well spent here. Just don't get your hopes up. Most, if not all, the games I've recommended so far are newer into the mix, so updates and bug fixes are to be expected. But of course, who am I to stop the silly people online from purchasing a silly game and naturally getting silly? The original was better.
Yo, I didn't know this.
Whew, funny time. Hi. I see you're watching this cool and awesome video I made. Was wondering how I could fix my TikTok For You page, because I don't get funny videos anymore, and now it's only filled with middle-aged women and Gaza videos that I'm too poor to help out with. If someone knows a fix, please share in the comments. Anyway, back to the video. Funny time over. And for the last and final game I want to talk about, ladies and chicks with dicks, I give you Wild Animal Kart Racing.
Nigga, just show us the game already.
Alright, jeez.
Playing and shit.
My bad, gang.
You not funny.
Peaks of Yore, released by Trapezeware, is the one and only physics-based climbing game, definitely, where you travel around multitudes of terrain, both high and low, while of course, using those grubby hands of yours. The theme is Everyone Speaks Jacksepticeye, and unlike White Knuckle, your climbing experience isn't just a randomly generated map, but more linear in style, with a ton of different mountains, boulders, peaks, and honestly, I don't know how much this game offers because I haven't managed to get that far without making my desk less functional every playthrough. Great game, although there's a lot of noticeable jank to it. That I'd be lying if I said it didn't make the game more frustrating than it already is. For starters, once one arm is grabbed onto something, you're not able to turn a 360-degree angle. Only 180, meaning it's a lot harder to grab certain rocks when you're not able to fully rotate until you let go. I know, it's realism, but realism stinks in games that don't fully commit to it, so it just provides a small annoyance is all. But the main issue is trying to reach certain cliffs while your hand likes to rub on every rock it comes in contact with. I don't like to compare games to other games. Heck, who am I kidding? They could have learned a thing or two from White Knuckle if it came out any earlier. Or any other climbing games for that matter. But still, decent game when you master the mechanics. But until then, this'll stay collecting dust in my library. Too Easy, featuring Isaiah Rusk. Bonus game! And it's none other than the best racing game known to humankind, Wild Animal Racing.
What did I just say?
Sup, Nincapoops? Hope you've enjoyed at least one of these games on the list, because that was the whole point of the video. If you fuck with me yapping about more games, then check out the Portal with Guns video, which is basically a recap of Splitgate 1 and or 2. And don't check anything else. There's totally not more with worse quality or anything. I'll get on it, I promise. Also, shout out to High Quality for the first subscription purchase. I can finally eat tonight.
Anyway, that's all. Bye.